Well, let's get it started, friend. Tell the people your name.
Y'all, I'm Cece. Literally Cece. That's it.
And what are your preferred pronouns?
I am a they, them, she type of person
And
because my gender identity and my ethnic identity are two different things. So, although I am a non binary individual, I am still a black woman.
non-binary. Got it. How do you identify as far as sexual orientation?
I don't necessarily care about your body parts or what you identify as. It's more so like mentally and emotional what you are capable of bringing to the table.
I respect that. I
Yeah,
got
like I ain't got time. Listen, I prefer to stay away from cis men just because not too much shade to cis men, but cis men, it's very rare that you find a cis man that looks outside of his gender identity and his sexuality to be able to understand the struggles of other people. And I cannot align myself with somebody who doesn't care enough to respect the basic rights that everyone else should have. Me as a non-binary individual, like I'm still looked at as queer. So the same rights that will be stripped away from a gay man are the same rights that are stripped away from me.
yes, you're still very heavily affected by homophobia.
Exactly. I mean, even to this day, like I've had men want me to like be in a little mix with a girlfriend, but then they'll say like, "Oh, that's that gay shit," and I'm like, "Damn, G, like how you gonna be homophobic and you want me to eat your girl
Did
pussy?"
it last night.
You know, and it's weird to me, and it's like it's deep rooted homophobia, and people be thinking that it's just towards men, and it's really not. Like homophobia is homophobia.
What is your birthday or zodiac?
I'm an Aries. If
Ooh,
y'all need to know my big three, my Aries is a sun, my Cancer is a moon, and my rising is an Aquarius. If anybody needs that, I personally don't know shit about it. So yeah, I'm a March Aries, so I'm a little throat.
you said it. I didn't. But
Well, listen, I can't lie to y'all.
I ain't gonna let you stay under the bus. So what are some of your strengths?
Um, Eating pussy. That come like sleep work. I could do that all day. Nah, but my real strengths, honestly, is like I would probably say like meditation and being calm.
Uh,
Like I am very effective in meditation and being calm because I'm a very angry individual.
Aries.
Yeah, I'm very. I want to say I'm very passionate, and when my passion is unnoticed or my passion is downplayed, I get very very angry about it. So I would say like a strength of mine is definitely meditation, being grounded, and also like taking care of other people. Like my person, I like to worship my person.
Mm.
Like, and I'm not talking about like just some basic. I'm talking about like worship your entire body, worship your mind, worship your spirit.
What are some of your weaknesses, friend?
My weaknesses, I'm gonna say the biggest one is communication and consistency. Communication because sometimes something will bother me and I won't be quick to speak on it. It'll take me a while to speak on it, and by the time I speak on it, I would say it's unhealthy merely because too much time has lapsed for somebody to provide an appropriate response.
Like, let's say you were to get in an argument today with your partner, and to the point that you wanted to be alone. About how long would it take you?
Sometimes a few days before like I'm really able to process it. And only reason being is before I come back to you with a rebuttal, I have to do a self correction. Like I have to see like, is this my trauma speaking?
Have any kids, CC?
I don't have any kids. I got a dog and a cat. I don't have kids, but I'm not above talking to somebody with kids. I'm actually a doula, so I really get the beauty of children and childbearing.
What's your age? For
I'm 26.
26. Oh, we got a youngin in the building.
Listen, and I don't have no age limit.
You
As long
don't?
as I feel like as long as you're 21 or up, I prefer somebody older than me just because sometimes what I've been through in life caused me to mature a lot earlier. So how I was at 21 is not how a lot of 21-year-olds are, so I tend to stay away from
I get that. I get that. What are age isn't a deal breaker, but what are some of your deal breakers?
it. Your mentality, honestly, like if you healing is a deal breaker for me. That's really the biggest thing. Like if you are not somewhere in your healing journey, I cannot be with you because if you have not started to heal yourself, then that means that you don't necessarily know your self worth yet. And if you don't know your self worth, you cannot tell me how to love you because you cannot tell me how not to hurt you. And a lot of people that don't know their worth, they don't know how to find stillness in the midst of chaos. A lot of people, for example, think meditation is turning your mind off, being quiet. What it is learning to be grounded and be calm, even when your mind can't stop running. So I'm big
What
on self.
what are do you follow any particular religion?
I'm actually I practice Buddhism. And I say I'm practicing Buddhism just because I don't necessarily belong to like a chapter or a temple. But I do have an altar actually sitting across from my room, and there's numerous Buddhas around here and things like that. So Buddhism is definitely the way for me.
What qualities in your ideal partner? What qualities would you want?
Somebody open. I need somebody open because
What
I'm not like open, period. Like open to new things, open to new foods, because I'm very like worldly, you know what I mean? So I eat all kinds of food, I listen to all kinds of music. I'm with all kinds of people, so I need somebody that's like open minded. Um I need somebody who is, I don't know how to put it. Like I need somebody that's well balanced. Like not too much dominance, not too much submission, like a healthy mixture of both of those. Somebody in the comments said, "Where does the consistency come in if one has to be open to everything?" Respectfully asked. So, I mean, if I'll be completely
I like
honest with you, for me, being open doesn't mean that you cannot express a dislike for something. You know what I mean? For example, if my partner tells me like, "Hey, I want to go salsa dancing," if I shut them off and I'm like, "No, I don't want to go salsa dancing. I don't like it." How can I tell you I don't like something if I haven't tried? And
yeah.
so for me, being open is just I guess, be willing to try something. You know what I mean? Because I'll never disregard.
Tell us what all do you do for
Um, Yeah, so I'm a singer and I'm a doula and I'm a social media person. So like I got like a YouTube channel where I do ASMR and I'm trying to get my vlog and stuff. My TikTok does pretty well. And I'm also a dog trainer. So I'm pretty much a very I'm everything I do, it's really focused around helping people and helping things for the better. I train dogs because if you train a dog 9 times out of 10 they won't be rehomed for a behavior issue. I help moms because um, I want to bring them home and I want them to have the type of birth that they deserve. I'm a singer because I make them type of music that people can feel.
do you have any appearance preferences when it comes to a partner? Um, feminine presenting, masculine presenting,
Nope.
race preferences.
I personally, honestly, like this is like very like lounging around the bed, chilling. Honestly, I'm alternative for the most part. So like I'm very exaggerative in like a lot of stuff that I do. But I personally, the only thing that really matters when it comes to my person's appearance is comfort. I don't care if you are a woman or non-gendered with breasts. If you want to walk around here with pasties on and a fishnet, babe, let me take these fucking pictures of you. If my man want to walk around this hole and hoochie daddies, come here, let me take a picture of you. You know what I mean? Like honestly, whatever it is that makes my person happy and comfortable with themselves, that's what I want. Like
I,
I don't, my opinion in a sense doesn't really matter because I can fight. So my person can wear whatever they want to wear because I throw hands.
how long have you been single?
Honestly, like I have been single since truly March. Truly March. Like me and my ex broke up in March, And like, I would be a lie if I said I wasn't talking to a few people. I am poly. So I do have a few people that I'm talking to, not actually like dating them, not on like a serious tip. Like, if we all walking around this whole saying that we single, then we single. But I do make it my business to respect every party that's involved and letting people know, like, hey, I talked to these two individuals. They are fully aware of what I'm doing. If you don't like that, then I respect that. You know what I mean? So, um,
What does polyamory look like for you? Are you more on the relationship anarchy spectrum, or
see, this is where I'm also a kinkster, y'all. So I'm a switch. I'm heavy on the dom, though. Very. Sometimes I can be a sub. Like, I enjoy subbing, but I'm very dominant. So for me, with poly relationships, like, I don't have a problem with my partners having partners and things of that, unless it becomes a problem for me. Like, if they start to do things that no longer align with what we have set up, then that's a problem.
you said you've been single now for about 4 months now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, why did y'all break up?
We broke up because he has a control problem and he was a cheater. And while cheating, he couldn't take her home, and I don't have time for that.
Even in a poly relationship?
Yeah, like, he had another girlfriend that didn't really like me and was really only there for him. And at some point, he realized that, but because his needs were being met, he no longer cared about mine. And so at that point, it wasn't poly. It was just like, you want to fuck who you want to fuck. And then while having us, he was still fucking other people. And I'm like, this bitch can stay with you and deal with that. You want to you want to go to the club with the girl that don't nobody want. You do that.
A lot of men want a woman who they find attractive,
but nobody else.
Nobody else does.
Right. The difference between me and you is I got self-worth. You don't. Your mama didn't love you, and I can't help you with that.
Do you want children, Cece?
I actually struggle with fertility. I actually tried for years. I'm actually divorced, so I tried for years when I was married. And then I tried with him, and I was rewarded with him making another bitch pregnant.
How long? I ain't even going to get.
She like, what?
No,
yeah, but I do want children though.
I'm not surprised. But how long have you been divorced?
I have been divorced for 3 years.
So y'all must have got married when you were pretty young.
Yeah, we dated when I was 15, and we got married like at 20-ish. It was my ex-wife, and we were I feel like we were at two different parts of healing, and I was aware of my traumas and not able to get from up under them. And she was from New York, so for her, like, she didn't discuss her traumas. She didn't talk to nobody about hers, and she like, I don't have a problem. And I'm like, but you do though. Yours, comes off as anger and being physical, and I don't have time for that. I can't lie. I've only had like 2 real relationships.
Okay.
Like, 2, my wife and then my ex-boyfriend. And I spent so much time with them individuals that it really taught me a lot. It taught me more about myself than anything, first of all, because of how I let people treat me. What attracts me to people, honestly, off the bat, it's their energy, how you approach me. Like, you have to come to me respectful. You can't have your pants hanging off your ass. You can't be drunk. You can't be reeking of weed or whatever. I'm very antisocial, so I don't even like big crowds of people. So when folks meet me in those environments, like, you really have to come correct. And then I'm not having sex right away. I don't do one-night stands. My yoni is a sacred place, and you got to work to get here. And if you're going to do me wrong, you ain't finna do me wrong and I gave it to you the same day. If you're going to do me wrong anyway, you're going to wait for it. Before I allow myself to be with you in any facet, you must be able to get into my mind intellectually. Like, I need you to be able to converse with me. I need you to be up to date on things that are happening in life.
Would you prefer night in or night out? You kind of hinted saying that you're not a big fan.
Yeah, honestly, me personally, I'm a night in type of person. Only reason being is like if you want to drink and if you want to smoke, I'm not going to do that in public. I've also had to fight a man because I told him no. So I'm more of a let's kick it in the house like, hey babe, you want to come here? And honestly, a night in probably sound real boring, but for me, a night in is like finding movies to watch. 9 times out of 10, I am I'm cooking you something to eat. Like my love language is acts of service. So for me,
Okay.
like I want, if you ain't finna bathe here, okay, cool. But I'm gonna cook you something to eat. I'm gonna have your favorite food made. If you want a massage, you can get a massage. But we finna turn this TV on. I got LED lights. I got soft music. Like we finna kick it right here. I got a pole in the living room. So if you need a club scene, we can go in there.
Are you open to marriage again?
I've been thinking about it. I done talked about it. I talk about it. Like I'm open to it, but it's gonna take a lot for me to be where I'm like I want to say I do, just because I've done it once before.
People, where are you at, Fran?
Oh, I'm in Texas.
Texas. What part? Texas is. You don't have to give us the exact city, but what part? Because Texas is a big state.
Like Northeast.
Northeast Texas. Are you willing to relocate for love, or is
Nope.
Texas it for you?
Nope. I'm not willing to relocate for love. Right now, it's not happening. We can book trips and flights and all of that, but like I'm not finna uproot from where I am, just like I don't expect you to uproot from where you at. Now, if at any point like we get there, then okay.
What would make you a good partner?
Well, I'm self-aware as well, and I'm definitely really good at reciprocating energy. You know what I mean? I'm very good at learning my person, and so somebody who is well balanced and very assured of themselves, um, like it doesn't take me a lot to be able to change certain things to accommodate the person that I'm with.
I feel like you're naturally going to give more than you receive, but
Definitely.
my concern is that you may give too much and compromise too much of yourself.
Oh yeah, that part gone. That last relationship taught me a lot and how not to do that. I am willing to compromise certain things only after you have shown that it's a worthy compromise. I will do certain things, say certain things, create certain situations to see somebody's response. Only reason being is I can't have a true situation happen and then I'm taken aback by how you react to it. So I got to test you a little bit. And honestly, I don't mind being tested.
Where do you see, you're 26 now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you see yourself at 31?
I would hope by 31, like, I would hope that I'm in a healthy relationship, you know, maybe a child, maybe working on a baby, you know. So I want my business to be booming. Like I want, because I mean it's getting there, but like I want everything that I'm working on, business wise, music wise, social media wise. Like I want all of that to be at a point where it's very lucrative for me.
Mm.
And I do want to be working on a child because I'm not trying to be 40 chasing no baby around.
Do you have any income requirements for a potential partner? Does
Income requirements, no.
yeah.
No. Reason why I don't have income requirements is because I understand that shit happens. If I'm only dating you because you make 6 figures and then you lose your job and everything crashed for you, I'm not leaving you because you broke. I'm not leaving you because you can't afford a certain thing. I'm not about to put your worth in your money. The government already do that for us. Like I'm more worried about how rich is your soul. I will take care of my person. If you lose your job and I got it, you don't have to worry. If you need a meal every night, I'm cooking it. If you need a massage, I got you. If you need a ride to work, I don't care if I got to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. We gonna do that just because that's the type of partner I am. If y'all interested in like my music and the other facets of my life, Y'all can follow me on TikTok at Sunflower C, SUNFLOWAACEE. And then pretty much from there, my link tree is in the bio.